Today's sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. May going to throw right away. Short pass caught by Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They're going to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's good.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll throw with May. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They run again with Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Steelers first down. First and 10.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle when all of a sudden it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards this time.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and
That's
10
going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. May going to give it to Henderson. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And the Patriots first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
first carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action now. May. Got him in. It's Brown. Breaks through the contact. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 17
Boy,
yards.
how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Henderson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
7 plays. Drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Bernard shows the agility. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second possession. That touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now he'll tuck this and run. What can Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Steelers
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10. They run here with Dowdle. crosses over out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. But what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Steelers, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Dowdle. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A running play. It's Dowdle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, you're down there really close, but just 2nd quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it. But reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, and you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And now to level across 25 to the 27. New England trying to get plays on off. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To the air, May. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
From the shotgun, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Throwing here is May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
7th play of the drive coming here on 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown. He's got it again. Good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. May completes it again to Dobbs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
2nd and 2.
They'll throw with May. That's complete to Dobbs. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A short one there to Freiermuth. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The toss here completed to Pittman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back down. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best one. They tackle and gain extra yardage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the run, it's Downer. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll get this one to Pittman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got room to roam. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Warren will try the right side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Roman Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 7. To throw, it's May. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 5.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air, May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th
Good,
down.
clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Rodgers to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this down to 10. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A gain of 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Pittman from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman.
Boswell
now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's May. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
We're going to throw. May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this complete to Boutte. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go. It's Henderson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence and they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw with May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 19 yards away. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Patriots will...
They're going to try to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
16.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Defensively, now they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down or do you hit the ground?
That question mark, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance, but in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down, Steelers.
On to give, it's Warren. Oh, good move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that,